Well, hello again to more shiny ranking. Obviously, I do enjoy this, and I wanted to finish off the gens. I'm sorry it took me so long to get around to it, but I'm here now, and we are on Gen 6. Now, you might notice that this will take a while because all the Vivillons are here, all the Flabébés, the Florges, the Floettes, the Furfroos, the Pumpkaboos. These literally don't change at all, they're just bigger. So they'll all, you know what, I will right now, I will put the Pumpkaboos to the end, and the Gorgeisters, because only two of them matter. Furfroos I will keep, Flabébés, Florges, Floettes, they'll stay. Vivillon, I'll ignore Vivillon, but we'll just do one Vivillon, and then we'll carry on. But as it stands, let's just go. Gen 6. I might just keep this as one part instead of two, because, you know, depends on how long it goes. We'll find out. First off, we have Chespin. S tier. We're starting off very strong. Chespin, a lovely autumn color, and it's contrasted with a brilliant little yellow, which I love. This color combo, I didn't realize I liked until these Pokemon came out. And Quilladin. Now, you gotta remember, when you rank shinies, you've got to remove your hatred or bias for certain Pokemon and focus entirely on the colors. Do they have meaning? Are they considerable? Are they good? Quilladin, D tier Pokemon, S tier shiny. Love it. It's amazing. Again, it's just this, but there's more of that fun yellow. Ugly Pokemon, don't get me wrong, ugly Pokemon, but at least he's got something for himself now. Chestnut, this is an A tier shiny because the colors are great. However, a common thing I hear is that Chestnut shiny and his regular colors should be swapped, and I do agree with that, which is why it's not S tier, because this is fantastic color setup. He looks like Bowser. I love it. But it should have been swapped around. The white beige should have been his shiny, and this should have just been his regular. It conveys grass more. Fennekin, not gonna lie, S tier. I love the silver. Really big fan of this silver. Gen 6 did a lot right. It did a lot wrong, but it did a lot right. And let me tell you, the shinies were always right. There are a few odd ones that need to be discussed, but they were all good. Braixen. Braixen, really good. I know that I've put it in the neutral feelings, but it is good. The purple, good purple. The red, yeah. The black legs, fine. I do wish this was a different purple, because in this specific sense, it doesn't work very well. But it does hold up enough to at least go in the middle tier. Delphox, however, that's a fucking fire shiny. The purple works much better here as a robe as opposed to just fur. And the silver has returned from the Fennekin. These look connected. This looks a bit disconnected, but I do really like the setup for this one. And Delphox just has a good design anyway, so I do think these two really good. This had potential. I think the silver would have worked better here, though. Froakie, D tier. That's terrible. Frogadier. The dark blue sort of makes up for it, but it's still bad. I don't really have much else to say about them. I think they are disappointing, but I think they are fair to be disappointing because they get hard carried by their final boy, obviously. Now, I don't like Ash Greninja, and I'm sort of indifferent to regular Greninja. I do like Greninja. I like it more in Smash Brothers, though, than Pokemon, not gonna lie. But it is cool, and a black shiny is always good in most people's books, so I can't argue with it. Greninja, sweet shiny. The Scarf Tongue, being that red, actually looks like a real scarf now, and Ash Greninja just follows through. The pink tongue is a bit weird, though. They should have made that red still. Bunnelby. This one, I like this one because it's based off albino bunnies. He's got the red eyes, the white patches of skin, the fur, technically. It's really good. It's really good. The red eyes, I don't know what feeling they convey for you, but for various people it's like the dead or the demonic, but I just like it. They are piercing, and I'm all about that. Diggersby. He does the colours well, but because his eyes are closed, he doesn't have the piercing red eyes, and this little smidgen of brown here really puts me off of it. I think that should have just been a darker grey. Maybe, not a black, but like just a really dark grey. But he does carry the colours pretty well, so I won't argue with that. He's definitely not Frogadier level. Fletchling. It sort of just looks like Fletchling is caught in the sunlight. which isn't bad. I don't hate this shiny, but I never want to look for it. A lot of these shinies I decide I want, or I decide how much I like them based on how much I'd be happy to have them. Froakie, Frogadier, Fletchling, I'm sort of like, yeah. But, you know, anything above B or in B, I'm like, if I had this, I would be happy. Fletchling does not evoke that feeling from me. Fletchinder, it's kind of more obvious, but it also feels less obvious in some way. I don't know how to explain it. Talonflame definitely deserved something better. Definitely deserves something better, but it is a nice touch. It makes what happened to these two make more sense. You know, instead of having like an orange hue, the black parts have turned red. It looks very auburn, very, very orange, orangey red, but it is good. I do like it. It definitely does deserve better though. Scatterbug, nothing wrong, just reverses colors, black to white, perfect. I've always wanted a shiny Scatterbug, and I've actually hunted for a shiny Scatterbug before because, I don't know, I just like Scatterbug as well. I think he's kind of funny. Spupa, yeah, fair color change, you know, just swapped them around, nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Vivillon, we'll just go for the base one first. Okay, hard to explain. Yes, the color change was just the body, and that's fine. The body change is fine, but it does need something else. You know what I mean? Like, I love Vivillon, but it's kind of... the body is much smaller than the wings, so you never get to see it that much. I'm not gonna lie. I do like it. I do like it, but unlike Spupa and Scatterbug, it's actually just not noticeable enough to enjoy. You'll have to give me a second while I stall for time while I bring these down. Yeah. The main draw of Vivillon is not it's got a cool shiny, it's that it's got cool wings. Which, again, cool design. I do like it. You know, where is it? This one looks like a burger. Pokeball, obviously. This one looks like a flag. Vivillon's cool, but its shiny is not its selling point. Should really cut this out, but I'm not going to. And done. Right, Litleo. No, it's a fine color change, but why? Give it something better, please. Pyroar. Now, I personally prefer female Pyroar's design. It's just bias. I just prefer this style of hair over this one, because this one looks kind of dumb. And Zamazenta did it better anyway. But since they are technically the same shiny, I'll give them both A tier. Just know this is not which design I prefer, it's this one. But the shinies, I do find the shinies really good. Turning the brown parts all the same beige, it looks more realistic, I'm not gonna lie. This is a bad example. This is a good one. Good job. Shiny Flabébé. Good colors, but it's not noticeable enough on... You know what, I'll just rank one of these as well. For crying out loud, why have I got to do this every time? It is a good color. The purple is a nice change. One issue is too small. The color change is good, but it's not noticeable enough. There are very few Pokemon where it has to be a big change to actually make a difference. This is one of them. Something had to change more extremely than these tiny little purple parts. Because you can't fucking see it. Anyone who's played Scarlet and Violet just ignores these for shiny hunting. You just ignore them. Floette, much better execution. Because the body has gotten bigger and the flower is less in your face. And for anyone wondering what I feel about the certain flower colors, blue. Blue is the one I like the most. So, yeah. Florges, this is a phenomenal shiny because the flower, again, like with Vivillon, the shiny is not meant to be what's interesting about it. It's meant to be the cool flower colors. And the cool flower colors are sick. But when it comes to the shiny, I want to see something. And Florges delivers. Green, old news. Bring out the purple. Very good stuff. Skiddo. It's cute. It's cute. I don't really understand where they were coming from with this, but it is cute. Go-Goat. I own one of these. I think this is sick. I think just having this yellow more prominent, the red hooves as opposed to the pink and the brown parts, I think it just brings it all together. It works very well. I like it a lot. Go. He's my goat. Pancham. Yeah, I guess it's good. Personally, I think Pancham's quite a dumb design. It's quite stupid looking. But the colors are good. Brown pandas. You can't argue with a brown panda. I mean, if you're going to base it off the real-life animal, you've got to do at least one where the colors change to another of the animal's color. Pangoro. The red fists are awesome. I'm not usually a huge fan of red, but, you know, it sneaks its way into my shiny likes. Red fists, awesome. And it works the brown coat much better. Furfrou. We're going to put Furfrou in A, and we're going to count this as all Furfrous, even though not all Furfrous are built the same. In fact, some of them I hate. So we're going to put Furfrou in A, and we're going to collectively agree that they're all in A. They aren't, but for the time being, we will just live with that. Maybe I'll go through and do them all one day, but not today. Esper, cute pink. It's kind of all I have to say. You don't realize it's noticeable until you compare the two, and then you're like, oh, that's quite noticeable. Yes, I do like that a lot, actually. Male Meowstic, A tier. Lovely faded yellow, and it's never combined with white, but here it is, and it's very good. Big fan. Do that more. Female Meowstic, same colors, works just as well, but I don't like the white being the dominant of the two. I do prefer the yellow. So it's still good. It's still alright. But female Meowstic just doesn't use enough of that yellow. Keeps it as accessories, really. Not for me. Honedge. Now, this is the thing. This one is sheathed, so you can't see the sword. However, S tier, S tier, S tier, S tier. These are all sick. The blood red swords, amazing. This, what's this called? I can't remember. It's not the pommel. The pommel's the actual handle, I think. Actually, I don't know anything about swords. Don't ask me. The blade, red. The handle, the thing, also red. Purple on the end. Brilliant. This got them fucking Willy Wonka colors. Love it. Red blade still. Aegislash. Everyone likes Aegislash's shiny. If you don't, you're a fucking liar. Spritzy. That's a very nice purple. In fact, I forgot that's what its shiny was, but it's a very nice purple. And again, that's a nice yellow. I do like it. Aromatisse. You know what? I'll give it to him. I'll give it to him. That's a good set of colors. Do I think it should have been that specific way? No, I think they might or should have maybe just, you know, flipped him over. But, you know, I won't argue with shit like that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Swirlix. It's toasted. Very cute. Slurpuff is toasted with a cherry. Very nice. I don't have any particularly strong feelings about them, but it's a change. It's noticeable, and it has a delightfully comfy feeling. It's toasted. Inkay. It looks okay there, but it's actually disgusting, and so's yours. Absolutely awful. Who the fuck designed them to look shit yellow? Absolutely god-awful yellow. These two, they get a lot of hate, and I'm not gonna lie, they kinda deserve it. Because, do you know what? Think of another shiny everyone hates. Nidoqueen. Yeah? You see what I'm saying? You feel me there? Good. Skrelp. Cute purple. I do like it, but it doesn't elicit a feeling out of me. Dragalge, however, that elicits a feeling. Look at that. Brilliant green head crest piece? I don't know. But it works really well. And the purple, obviously being a bigger Pokemon, makes the colors more prominent. That blue, that's actually in there more. I like that. And again, I think that green just brings it all together. Clauncher and Clawitzer. If their shinies... No one talks about these two. If their shinies were reversed, we'd be putting them in S tier. So as in, if their shinies were their normal colouring and their normal colouring was their shinies, we'd be putting them in S tier. Because this is good lobster colours. I would already think these are great designs. But as just colour changes, they go back to being regular lobsters. They become less rare, technically, in a real-world sense. No, not for me. Helioptile. Stupid sunburn. Get the fuck out of here. Heliolisk. I don't like this one either. Yes, it's a dramatic change, but here's the problem. He looks sunburnt because he's got yellow patches left. He doesn't look as sunburnt, but he looks like he's wearing a giant rubber mask because you can still see the yellow around his lips. He should have just gone all red. If his lips had changed to red, we'd be putting him in B or maybe even A. Literally, that tiny colour you can't probably even see on this recording is putting him down maybe even 2 tiers. It's shite. Tyrant doesn't look as good here, but it is actually a very nice blue. Tyrantrum, one of my favourite shinies of all time. You know, red to blue, I know, not very creative, but this is, again, this blue, one of the nicest blues ever. And Tyrantrum, one of the coolest fossils. It's a fucking T-Rex. You can have a T-Rex on your team. Who doesn't want that? Amora, A tier. I know it's just light blue to white, but it's ice type. It makes sense, and it's not an overpowering white. Like Scatterbug, that's really white. It still works, but it's really white. Amora is just a very nice, gentle white. And the blue touches and the yellow ear wings, I don't know. Very nice, I like it. Aurorus, S tier. The fossils, they cooked with the fossils in Gen 6. Not good typings. Well, one of them isn't a good typing. One of them is actually pretty fucking good. Not a good typing, but these, great. These fossils, great. I love using both of them. When I play Y, it's a fight to figure out what the fuck I want to use. I usually go Tyrantrum just for the sake of getting through the game without wanting to tear my hair out, but they're both amazing. Gen 6 cooked with the fossils. In fact, question of the day, what is your favourite fossil? If you got this far, good for you. What's your favourite fossil? Tell me, please. Oh my god, we're nearly at the fucking end. How long have I been going? Quarter of an hour? Oh, Christ. Sylveon, A tier. I mean, it's not my favourite shiny evolution. Umbreon and Espeon, pretty fucking good. But Sylveon's very good. You know, I noticed the colours. Icon, stand up. Hawlucha. Evil Hawlucha, they call him. Anti-Hawlucha. What a legend. Dark Hawlucha. Brilliant. I love it. Great colours. Did I ever expect any of these to go together? No. Do they go together? Probably not either. They're just really contrasting, and they are really fucking nice. Hell yeah, Hawlucha. Dedenne, little chocolate mouse boy. Big fan of the white pouches here. The yellow, it sort of brings it together, but the brown. This is the only shiny that's gone brown that doesn't sort of bring itself down in any way. Not you, Pangoro. This, I mean like this brown, where it doesn't just look like shit, like Graveler or Golem. This is a good brown because he looks like a little Easter treat. I love him. Carbink, I didn't even know if it was this shiny. I didn't know this what this shiny looked like. This is a garbage shiny. Go away. Goomy, S tier. Sliggoo, S tier. Goodra, S tier. This is a phenomenal yellow. They took Meowstic, they went, what if we made it even better? And mixed it with a better colour. And we added accents of good colour. And also, what if we were just really good design so it worked really well? I think this brings out more than the pink. I think this brings out their little doofy personality. Better than the pink did. I'm all about that. Big fans of them. Klefki. I'm a little biased because I own one, but that's a nice little blue down there. And a blue accent. And there's nothing wrong with gold. Phantomp. Trevenant. Trevenant might be my second or first favourite shiny ever. Metagross and Trevenant fight for their life on my favourite shiny lists, because how can you not like that? Look at that. Japanese redwood or maple, I can't remember the name of it, but it's an amazing, great design, great Pokemon, great typing, great fucking white, great red, great purple accent. I'm all about this. Trevenant's one of the best Pokemon ever thought of or created, and you don't even have to trade to get one in Gen 6, which makes it way fucking better. Pumpkaboo. Black and purple is sick. Gorgeist. That specific setup is not good for me. I don't like that one as much, but it is very good still. It's still very good, obviously. This is a nice black, this is a nice purple, and I like that the spooky smile is still there. If they changed that colour, it would have been weird, so, you know. I think Gorgeist is just a bit of a shitty Pokemon, not going to lie. Bergmite. B tier. I've always found it to be noticeable in wherever you can find it, but I've never wanted one, really. Avalog, shit tier. No offense, Avalog. I love you, but you are just a big old table. Noibat, that is a phenomenal color. Actually, yeah, no, Noibat gets S tier. I'd get fucking flamed if both of these didn't get to S tier. They are just great colors. Great colors, and they work really well with the design. Big fan. Big fan. Xerneas, not active. Neutral. We'll call it neutral. I like it. I like it a lot. The blue and the blue. Big blue fan I am, so all about it. Xerneas active. I think that's also A. There's a merit, there's pros and cons for the colors and for the not colors, so I'm all about it. The biggest actual noticeable difference for me, other than the antlers, is the knee pads and the hooves. Yveltal, Steak Bird. I want one so bad, but Dynamax Adventures refuses to give me one. This son of a bitch. I love him. I love Yveltal. I love everything about him, and I love his shiny. Zygarde 50% form. I think that's B. I know everyone likes Zygarde shiny. I like Zygarde shiny, but this specific form doesn't rock the colors great. The Zygarde 10%, he rocks the colors. I think it's the dispersion of the colors. You know, the green is the accent piece to the white here, whereas Zygarde 50% is split 50-50. Cool design, but it doesn't work the colors that well. Zygarde 100%? It works the colors better. I get the colors making more sense here. However, I will also say that this is a bit too much white. We did need some more accent of the green here. Like, this is the ideal amount compared to, like, body percentage, not how little. Because if they just changed his mouth and the tip of one of his feet and a thing, it wouldn't matter. But, yeah, it's still good. It's still good. It just needs a bit more green on it. Diancie. It's a noticeable difference. I'm not crazy about it, but it's noticeable. Mega Diancie. I would argue it's less noticeable, but Mega Diancie is very cool anyway, so... yeah. Hoopa. I don't like Hoopa, but I gotta say, the golden red is pretty rad for a genie. Or Jin, sorry. Hoopa Unbound. I don't like this one as much. There's a slight change in the yellow, and the dark brown yellow. I think that takes up too much. And it's a bit of a shit design, honestly. Volcanion, I'm sorry, but you're just not a good Pokemon. And that's all of them. Well, Gen 6 is as small as I remember. Oh, we managed to fit them all in without zooming out that much. So, there we are. Gen 6. We are finished. Didn't expect that to go so quickly, but it did. I obviously, like I said, I think Gen 6 did a lot of things right. It did a lot of things wrong, but one of the things it got pretty damn good was the shiny Pokemon. They were all pretty fucking class. I know there wasn't that many Pokemon, there's only 72, but you gotta be honest, even 72 is hard to make work, so I'm all about that. I'm a big fan, and I'm very glad that Gen 6, despite what its weaknesses were, I'm glad it was around, because it gave me some of my favourite shinies of all time. Tyrantrum, Chespin, Holucha, Goodra, Trevenant, baby. Oh, yes. I like a white and red shiny. I don't know what to say. I like a white and red. But yeah, please let me know. Question of the day, like I said, what's your favourite fossil Pokemon? And then second thing, let me know what you think. Put in the comments. Was I atrociously wrong for putting Zygarde 50% here? Or for putting Inkay in the bottom? Or even saying the fucking... Actually, I can't argue. My whole S tier is sick. Was I wrong for saying that, you know, Spritzy deserved A tier? Probably, but, you know, opinions are what opinions are. And like I say all the time, mine aren't actually opinions, mine are the truth. So, I'll see you in the next thing, whatever the hell I decide to do, really. I make it up as I go. Sorry, me, but there's no room for schedules here. Goodbye, everybody. Again, answer my questions, please. Bye.